We're not.
Underneath my lights we gather for tales of bruise in hand. Doug and Ryan lead the laughter. Best podcasts in all the land. Crack a beer, the time is near. Stories bold and true. Saucy moments with some cheer. This hour's made for you. The Well, it's where we dwell. Laughs and drinks they swell. Doug and Ryan casting spells. In our hearts they always held. From the first to final pour, wisdom flows unknown. Legends of the nights before. In laughter we have grown. Shots and stories intertwined. Underneath the moon, booze and banter so divine. Our
Happy Friday and welcome to the pod with my new host, the Phantom of the Opera.
What's up, Doug?
Oh, what's
Yo,
good?
it's lit, dude.
Yo,
That's lit.
my man.
I'm doing a little margarita today.
Little margarita. Is that a Topo Chico? Or is it a Cutwater?
Hold on. Let me take a little sip.
Yum.
It's so good.
I'm surprised you committed as hard as you did. I wasn't expecting
No!
that.
How cool is that guy?
Who is that? Is that a man? Is that someone you know?
It's Brian.
Ryan? Is it a mold of your face?
Did it look real? Were you?
I will say I looked away, like I clicked out of the tab when the song was playing, and then I came back and saw your screen. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's because it's National Margarita Day Eve.
Let's go. Yeah, you got it. That's the only way to celebrate. They say you have your disembodied head, correct?
I totally opened the wrong margarita.
Which one did you get? Did you get Cutwater?
I
It
went
looks
with
like
the
a Topo
regular one.
Chico.
This no, it's Cutwater.
Cutwater? Which one is that? Is that mango?
Pineapple.
Okay. I've tried them all because I got one time I got like their sampler thing that is lime, mango, strawberry, and pineapple. The lime is good. The lime is really good.
That's the banger.
Yeah.
That's the banger.
The mango one's pretty good too.
Is it?
Yeah. Strawberry and pineapple are weak.
Have you ever just eaten a mango?
Yeah. Yes.
I have not.
Really?
I mean, maybe I have.
Oh, dude. A little bit of
Mango guy.
salt and like chili pepper on it.
Oh, yeah, but I usually just eat around the mango on those things.
Yeah, you're just licking the salt off. It's more of an ice cream cone.
That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to eat the fruit. The fruit, really?
Absolutely. You should get one. You should get a little tub of chili lime mango from like a street like vendor, like one of the carts on the side of the
I'm
street.
telling you, I used to, and then I just eat around the mango. I ate everything except the mango.
The mango. That's crazy talk. Mango's great. Mango's really good.
Now,
I don't buy what I would call like tropical fruits a lot because I feel like I always get like kind of screwed on them, Like they're like you're always like waiting for them to be ready and then they're done.
oh yeah, 'cause they go from like waiting to be ripe and then beyond ripe.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean it's like avocados. I've never since I moved to Ohio, I've been unsuccessful with getting an avocado that I've stopped buying them altogether. I've given up.
That's an exotic fruit.
Here, yeah, for sure. It's a tropical fruit.
How do they make guacamole out there?
I think it's all just fake.
It's
No,
like
they do it. They do it. I just don't.
potatoes. It's just like mashed potatoes instead of guacamole.
Yeah, we just do it with spuds.
You do it with potatoes.
We call those Midwestern avocados.
This is guaca potato, baby.
Yeah. Ohio avocados. Ava, Ohio.
Is Vivek in there yet?
Not yet. We're looking forward to it.
Bro, he's gonna do some big stuff.
I sure hope so.
No door will be set on fire from here on out. That's what he's running on.
That'd be great for my area. That's all we need. That's kind of my biggest issue right now
Oh, this
is
guy's
no
really-
doors being set on fire.
Yeah, this guy's a man of the people.
Oh, he's really diving into local issues. Kitchen table issues, you know?
Yeah.
We need more of those people.
Dude, I heard you guys are experiencing some cold weather.
Very cold weather. Very cold weather. It's been insanely cold recently.
Really?
Yeah, like it hasn't been. It usually like just gets above 20 during the days right now. 20 degrees, that is, yeah, Fahrenheit.
I don't even know what I would do.
Like, I think right now it's about 18 is the temperature here.
Fuck all that.
Oh, it's actually kind of balmy right now. It's 26. I'm lying.
You gonna go hop in the pool?
Yeah, you probably won't see this.
No, I
Yeah,
can see it.
26. And then we're coming up on a little 19-degree day tomorrow.
Ooh,
A little 19 to
nice.
32. It's gonna be a hot one.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, it's been snowing like all week. It's really we're in the dog days.
You were just coming out of seasonal depression too.
We're right back in it.
You got fucking thrown back into it.
in it. I think like the thing is just like just sucks not wanting to go outside. I fucking
Yeah.
like to force yourself to go outside and then just be
Yeah.
cold. I want to get a shiesty. It makes me want to get a shiesty. You know what those are?
No.
They're basically like the baklavas. They're the new baklavas.
Oh, really?
Baklavas. Maybe am I saying
Hey,
the
I
Greek
thought baklava was a food.
the Greek dessert? Yeah,
Is it a dessert?
it's a Greek like little pastry. Yeah,
You
but
guys-
you know, it's like the baklavas. Is that what they are? Like I think they're like
like
they're
you
like
think-
the robbers' masks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you gonna get one from Yeezy.com?
I should get one. Yeah, with a sick little marking.
Because you got to keep that drip.
That way, everyone knows where I stand too.
You got to keep that drip when you're walking around.
Did you you see this commercial?
Yeah. So it didn't play down here.
No, it was only in like the Chicago area. Like
Oh,
it was
really?
like it was where he's from, like Chicago, maybe New York, but it was like only very limited areas. Can't believe it wasn't in my area. Can't believe I didn't see it. So
Well,
crazy,
Thought he spent like 7 million.
so wild.
Fucking guy.
Did you ever go to his website when it was still up before it got taken down for the swastika shirt?
Did it get removed from the web?
Yeah, Yeezy.com went. I don't know if it's back up, but it got like because it's a Shopify site. Shopify took it down because they didn't like because the only. I think when that commercial went live, the only shirt or like piece of clothing on it was the shirt with the swastika on it.
Oh shit. Yeah, now just handwriting that says Yeezy stores coming soon.
Yeah. So it's dead right now.
Wow.
I went on it when it was still up for a little bit. When it didn't have the swastika shirt on it yet. It had like more products.
But there's so many insane shirts being sold on Shopify that like why is the swastika like the one that gets the store taken down? I've seen some insane shit being sold.
It's gotta just be the number of eyeballs on it, right?
Yeah.
Because like it becomes a problem when the guy is doing a Super Bowl ad to promote it.
Why is it on Shopify?
Isn't it weird that it was on Shopify too? Like,
It's a little concerning,
yeah,
you know? Like you feel like you'd have that whole thing like custom built so you could do whatever he wanted.
and like especially like an artist like Kanye, you know,
Yeah.
like he'd want it to be weird.
He just couldn't resist that $2.99 a month.
And the ease of it all.
Shopify is the easiest way to sell thousands of swastika shirts.
So I'm sure he heard some ad in a podcast somewhere.
Dude. Easy.
Yeezy.
I haven't liked him since graduation.
Yeah, but that guy made Graduation.
Yeah. That's my
It's a
favorite.
good album.
I stopped listening to him after that.
Stopped it. I couldn't do it anymore. Are you separate the art from the artist person? We only ask the deep
No.
philosophical questions here.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever. No, I feel like you always. They're they both tango together. No.
I don't know. And maybe this is just me moving the goalposts for myself, but I feel like I used to be a lot more like rah rah, like fuck them if they did something awful, like don't ever
Yeah.
read or listen to anything they've ever made, kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't like. Does it change the way it affected me if I liked their stuff before and they happen to be a horrible person? Like I don't know anything about the other. Like
Yeah.
who's to say that the things I like that they just haven't been outed for, like they are, they're really mean to animals and we just don't know. Like
Yeah.
but I don't think there's and I think I am open to criticism if someone really was against, the thing this person did and I still enjoy their music or something like that. I think I'm opening myself up to be criticized.
Yeah.
But privately, do I need to police myself? I don't like, and
Yeah.
maybe you should because you are giving that person money. Like,
Yeah. That's a good question.
I think it becomes even harder to answer in today's world. Like, because I was first asked that question or like read something about it when I was in college, and it was from like a literary like critic named Bell Hooks. She's like pretty famous. She was just writing about that more in context of like literature.
Yeah.
I think like especially now if there's like I like a lot of like emo punk and pop punk bands and they are for whatever reason seem to molest young girls often.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like, there's a band Brand New and I like that band a lot and they still mean a lot to me, but what their singer did is horrible. Like he groomed girls and shit like that. But it's like, should I when Spotify plays it in my mix of things because it sounds similar to other things, is it my responsibility to go over and immediately skip it? And kind of, but I don't know. It's kind of on Spotify for even platforming them. I don't know.
Well, music's so different too because, well, no, it was happening during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
It's really tough. It's easy. I think it's easy to do when it's like artist you don't like. You're like, why would anyone listen to them? They're horrible. They're a horrible person. But like when it is someone you like, you're like, well, I don't know. Is it really my responsibility? Like you start to get into this like deeper.
It's like the okay, like if Graduation just came out for Yeezy, it just banger of all bangers. And then he also dropped the Swazi shirt. Then there's a real dynamic at play there. But like his latest music kind of sucks. So
it's a deeper conflict. Here's the thing though, if Graduation dropped right now, would anyone be able to admit that it was as good as it is? And would it be bad for us to say it's, you know what I mean? Like, because there's nothing redeemable about like sexual violence or like swastikas or Nazi.
No, nothing.
Like it's not like he stole money to buy his mom's medicine. It's just like there's nothing redeemable about those things. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird, like Kanye always makes me think about it. It's always like a fun thing to ask people. It's like, oh, do you listen to artists that are like bad people? Because like, I do. There's a couple that I like.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. God damn.
Do you have a artist in mind that you like, a musician, a filmmaker, anything like that is a bad person that you struggle with that, like liking their media?
Well, I mean, I would say like when I was like a kid, obviously it was a lot different, but like even like a person like Michael Jordan, like someone you looked up to and revered.
He's problematic. Yeah.
And he was like,
bad guy.
Scenes, he was like, kind of like a dickhead, just like gambling everywhere. Yeah.
Like I'm always into like the story about when he was with the Wizards, he was working with the number 1 overall pick, Kwame Brown. And he just tore Kwame down day after day. Kwame talks about how like basically playing with Michael Jordan made him not like basketball anymore. He was bullied
100%.
by that guy. Like this 40-year-old dude just bullying some 19-year-old kid with the
Yeah.
weight of the world on his shoulders is just insane. You know, like just from
Yeah,
a
yeah,
human
yeah.
perspective. But like you're not Michael Jordan if you're not an insane person. You
I
know.
think that's kind of what it is. I think to get to that level of success, you have to be a crazy person.
Yeah, there's a little bit of insanity. Like,
There
yeah,
has to be, because that's the only way I think you can actually believe that you could be in that position in the first place. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. You accept the life you think you deserve, and
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
believe you can get that life, right?
It's
That
pretty
you are the
crazy.
best.
It's pretty crazy. So that's a good question. We need like a the more you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Animated right onto the top of the screen.
Or we like just create our own like bad version of that, like like a really makes you think, huh? And then we just never answer it.
Yeah.
That is cool to think about. Yeah, bro, that is cool to think
Yeah, we
about.
never
All right, next topic.
You can't answer that question. Can you answer that question? I mean, I guess you could. Like, you could.
You would have to answer it with like a threshold thing, right? Like there's a
Yeah.
level of badness that eventually is irredeemable regardless of the art, you know, or like that art shouldn't be shown or sold to anyone. Because it's not the art's fault that it's compelling, you
Yeah,
know? Like
no.
you have to like kind of, and then you get to kind of like you're basically like banning books at that point. Like who
Yeah,
gets to
exactly.
decide? Yeah, who gets
Yeah.
to decide what can and can't be listened to or read based on the
Yeah.
person?
Yeah, that's why I only listen to Oasis. So
Yeah, because they don't have any. That's why I only listened to the first Blink-182 album because they all were really happy making it.
on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. God damn.
Oh, are you worried at all about the asteroid that's going to hit us in 2032?
I was thinking about it. No,
I don't think I am either. Fuck it. If it's going to hit us, it's going to hit us.
I don't think we really have a choice.
What am I going to do about it?
I'm curious what they're gonna do about it. Like, are they gonna send something out there?
I was reading a little bit about it, and it's kind of, and like this is why I'm glad when we talked about Trump and shooting the hurricane,
Yeah,
we didn't laugh too hard at him, because the first thing I thought was like, why don't we just shoot the asteroid?
they're going.
And that turns out that's what we do sometimes.
Yeah,
We've I can't remember exact dates, but it's like early 2000s. We'd spent like the most amount of money we ever did on like testing a, what'd they call it, a I can't remember now. You know, it's like a collision mission or something
yeah.
like
They
that.
ran a rocket into the
Yeah,
asteroid. Yeah,
yeah. So they've tried it, and like that's what they would do.
pretty cool.
It is kind of cool. Do you ever play Star Fox on Nintendo
Yeah.
64?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's kind of like the second level in Star Fox.
yeah.
I used to play that game over and over and over again. That's one of my favorite
It's so
games
good.
ever.
Yeah.
Star Fox 64.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we got to get rid of this asteroid. But it also was hitting some countries that I thought I knew a lot, but I was like, I don't even know what these countries are.
Is it wild that I cared so much less when I realized it wasn't going to hit the United States? I was just kind of like, oh yeah, like I'll read about that, I guess, in 8 years, you know.
Yeah. This is gonna wipe out a city. Oh no, New York, Los
Well,
Angeles.
it's like the way news works now. Like I saw a tweet about Luigi Mangione, and I was like, who?
Yeah, oh yeah, right. Totally forgot who that guy is. The babe of the ball, dude.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's like everything. Like I don't know. Like I clearly and obviously feel like very like still like I think it's crazy about the California fires, but I haven't like thought about it.
I
Or,
know.
like,
Did you see?
like I don't care, you know, like I'm not like looking into it.
Did you see? Karen Bass fired the fire chief.
No, he clearly didn't do a very good job, so I can see why. Yeah.
No, it's this lady. The
Oh,
fire
the
chief.
fire chief is?
Yeah. Well, the fire chief called her out. This is like there's some real political beef going down. Fire chief called her out. High point of the fires on national TV.
Okay.
And then like a couple months later, she's like, "You're fired."
Oops.
Oops. Later, bitch.
Because I I have to relate everything back to the NFL. That happened this year with the Saints.
Really?
Gail Benson, she took over for her late husband in around 2018.
Yeah.
Everybody basically assumed she was just kind of like asleep at the wheel, like whatever. Here are these assets that I manage. I don't know about an NFL team. Let them do their thing or whatever. First time this year, she meddled, fired the coach without the GM knowing. GM was very surprised to see his boss exercise her ability to be a boss over him.
Amen, dude.
I kind of liked it. I was kind of sick.
Yeah, get out of there.
My big joke though is that this is why you can't have women owners. They act so emotionally. It's like, no, not at all. But it's like of course, like the GM had to like call her out for acting with, it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's like finally exercising her power.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, amen to that. Karen Bass, though, I'm like, yeah, she's an idiot. That whole thing's a mess. I feel so bad for everyone who owns a home out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because it's gonna take forever. Because everyone's just like a bunch of political fights.
Yeah, it's politics and insurance, my two favorite topics to talk about.
Oh, they're great. They're actually really good for podcasts and engagement. Should we dive in?
It's funny because like it's finance and insurance should be major like podcast topic points, and they are, but only like the porn version of those things. Like it's about like insurance fraud and like how to make a quick buck.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. Did you watch the SNL 50?
No, and I'll take a stand right now, and I don't think you're. I want
to hear it.
I think you'll be upset with me.
I want to hear it.
Dog, Saturday Night Live should have ended like 10 years ago. It's
I
not
agree with
funny. It's doesn't make sense anymore for the way stuff works. SNL should just be a YouTube channel of the best comedians that then have like guest stars come in all the time to do other skits. That's where all their money's made anyways. They get one or two skits every week that pop off and get 10 million views.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think they're that funny. I think it's kind of cringy. I think it's like a weird institution that we all just like want to white knuckle.
Yeah.
Act like we all like.
I agree with you.
And I don't know. Dude, miss me with the person that watches SNL regularly and thinks it's funny. I can't. We're not the same.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I mean, the current cast is not good.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah, and I literally listened to Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers' podcast. Like they're like Bowen Yang, I think, is an SNL star.
Yeah.
And I love those dudes. I think they're fucking hilarious. I think they're so charming. I never need to watch a Bowen Yang SNL sketch ever.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah.
Because it's so cheesy. It's like it's even like comedies generally nowadays, like comedy movies or whatever. Like all the comedy is like it's so dumbed down. It's got to be so in your face. Like, oh my god, is that a chicken? And it's like a big, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why does it have to be so like in your face? Like, why is this the new way of comedy?
I also like. I think are both very similar in this. Like, we also get zero. I'm just speaking for you. Like, I get zero excitement over the guest music star. I really couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Ariana Grande. Okay, like I'll listen to her music on Spotify. Like I don't need to see her SNL performance. And I also don't care. Like, oh my god, it's Kristen Wiig. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have any connection to these people either. I don't know. SNL is weird to me. Where it is just this institution that we all kind of want to keep alive.
Yeah.
And nobody. I just feel like everyone's like. It's like the emperor is naked or whatever. And we're all acting like he's still got clothes on. It's like, do you guys like this? We watch this and we think it's funny.
Yeah.
And what you're saying with like the heavy-handed comedy.
Yeah.
Like, do your parents watch? And I don't know if you do either. Like, I don't like any like broadcast comedies because my dad is a broadcast comedy king.
Okay.
And watching or like just kind of glimpsing past and like growing up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is crazy how not funny those shows are that are like the biggest comedies in America. You know, like Two Broke Girls, Big Bang Theory, fucking
Yeah,
like Man with a Plan, all that shit.
yeah.
Like it's
It
just
all
crazy.
it all ended with like Arrested Development. I think that's the last funny show I've seen in a
Like
long
on
time.
broadcast. And even that was like on Comedy Central and Spike. I don't know if that ever made it to
Oh, maybe
5
not.
and
Yeah,
8, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Modern
I
Modern Family was kind of good sometimes. But
Yeah, or This Is Us. Like
Yeah.
I've seen episodes of that like I legitimately think are like really great like
Yeah.
media, you know. But like it's just funny because like I when I went to college, I did a lot of comedy stuff there, like our satire newspaper and like sketch comedy stuff and things like that.
Oh, really?
And
That's
so,
cool.
yeah, I was president of both of those things, bro. Uh,
Okay.
how do you think I got my cushy teaching job right after at a nice
Yeah.
Greenwich, Connecticut school? Um,
You're like, wow, this guy's killing it.
it was, yeah, all my credentials. But
You should have wrote for like you were like 6 generations too late for Mad Magazine.
I know, but like, well, that's what I'm saying is like it was funny because like that was something I was like kind of interested in doing. Like when I first moved to LA, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll write scripts or something. And like my parents would try to like motivate me or whatever, but they'd be like, "You're so funny, Doug. You could write for Big Bang Theory." It's like I hope not. Like I fucking hope not.
Oh, you probably could have lifted the comedy factor up a little bit.
Well, it's like, oh, you could write for a show where I assume all those writers are nepo babies, right? Like I got to imagine all the writers on the top 10 broadcast comedies are people's nephews.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
People's nephews and nieces. Like that's got to be it cuz I don't know how you could be a comedy writer and think what you're doing is good.
No, none of that. That's all crazy. I mean, bring comedy back. Someone's got to bring comedy back. Even comedy-based movies are fucking terrible now. They're so bad.
You know what's so lame?
What?
Being a comedy writer.
I think comedy writer's kind of cool.
I think that's cool if you're good.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks if you're like mediocre. If you're like just okay, even like if you're good, like pretty good, it fucking sucks because like anyone you show your stuff to is like probably not gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Like convince them that like because it's not like drama. Drama is like you could kind of put together like a really crazy thing and people are like, oh, like I see, yeah, like they're they're about to get divorced or whatever. But if you show some people your comedy script and they don't laugh, like they're automatically think what you're doing is wasting your time.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
That's not good.
Like
That's not
that's
good.
high stakes if you're showing someone a comedy script.
Yeah, you're like, this is a true comedy. Please read it. Crickets.
By the way, my passion and the thing I spend my time on and I talk to you about all day, I'm really bad at it, by the way.
Dude, I mean, comedy's hard. Comedy is hard, especially in written form. Yeah, you're right. It'd be cool to be like a good comedy copywriter, though.
Yeah.
Somebody who just blast out jokes. Like how? I mean, we're fairly decent at it for like push notifications, but if we could pump out some zingers, that'd be so fun.
I think there are some people that I think, obviously, like there are fantastic comedy writers. Like there's great books and all that sort of stuff for like, I don't know if like I love the Pardon My Take podcast. I don't know if you've ever read one of their hosts, PMT Commenters, like his original stuff that got him famous. He used to be an SB Nation blogger. Yeah. So funny. But I think stuff like The Onion or things like that, like it's kind of all in the headline. Like, so if you ever read the body of those posts, they're not very good. Like,
no,
not to talk shit. Like they're obviously talented people with great ideas, but like the body of the post does not make it funnier. You get the entire thing is the headline.
The headline's so good.
Yeah, so
good. Yeah,
you don't need the body. The body helps, and sometimes they do make a great joke inside of there.
Yeah,
but like that, it's all just the headline.
That is that's where you shine right there.
And that's why I also say being a comedy writer is fucking lame because like even being on like like even being a writer for the Onion, like if you told someone like, oh yeah, like I part-time, like I do a little bit of Onion stuff, they'd be like, oh whoa, and they would immediately think you're very funny.
Yeah.
But like when you actually think about it, you're like, oh, I don't know, the headlines are good, I guess, but they could send you something, you could be like, this isn't good at all.
That resume must look insane. You're like, check out some of these headlines I wrote. I wonder if there's a headline writer.
I think it's all pitch. I think it's a team of writers are just constantly pitching headlines every day.
That must be amazing.
And then if you get a headline that gets like enough upvotes, you write the 200 words underneath it too.
Let's start SNL based. Let's start SNL like a version of SNL within Saucy just for push notifications.
We'll call it SNL 2.
Yeah. And then these people will be just like Lauren Michaels. Be like, this is fucking trash. You're out of here.
Should we announce the musical guest on Wednesday?
Yeah, this is the worst cast we've ever had.
We should open a casting call for Saucy Night Live SNL.
Yeah. All you're gonna do is pitch me push notifications. Let me just yell at them. And give them unreasonable hours.
I want it done now.
Everything is due by Friday.
You hit them up at like 8:50 your time, and you're like, yeah, I want this done by midnight Eastern.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a pitch meeting where we just listen to thousands of push notifications, even though we're only going to release like 4.
I like it.
Thousands of push notifications. Like, can't do any of that. None of that. All right, here's the run of show for next week. Just 4.
There are 6 screens around you as you determine the 5 push notifications that will go out this week.
Yeah.
Surrounded by screens.
Great work, guys. Get started on next week.
Reminds me of a guy we used to work with at the old dispensary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hitting Mike up at 11 p.m. telling him to get some data ready in the next hour. Bro, can I call you? No. It's 11 p.m., dude.
Yeah.
About to go to bed.
Oh shit.
God, we should. I'm sure I have some of those screenshots. So good. Oh, speaking of degeneracy, you're following the Bonnie Blue saga.
Bonnie, she's one of those girls that got
What? What did she do?
I'm trying to think of what the appropriate word is here. Is it piped?
What do you mean? Bonnie Blue. She's a performer.
Oh, Bonnie Blue. She
I think actress would be a stretch, but she's absolutely a performer.
Okay.
A personality. Do you know what her big feet was?
She tangled with the Vienna sausage.
Yes, 1,000 of them within 12 hours.
It's a lot of Vienna.
She's famous for that. That's her big claim to fame. She recently, and I know what you're going to say, someone who had sex with 1,000 men in one day. How do they get pregnant?
She's pregnant?
She announced that she was pregnant, but only to then come out today and say she isn't actually pregnant. But she like literally teased it. She like was holding her belly with the pregnant emoji sign and sent and like on her, I guess like on her Instagram stories, she was posting pictures of like pickles with fudge on them, being like #cravings to like make everyone think she was pregnant. And then she had to come out.
She was just like rage baiting.
Yeah, and like, but I was thinking today. Sort of, but it's like this really is like kind of her last ace in the hole, and like she barely even hit on it, right? Like,
yeah,
like what's she gonna do next? To have sex with 2,000 dudes and we're gonna talk about it? How much different is that than having sex with 1,000?
That's crazy that that's even like a genre of content.
Oh, we're there, baby.
I mean, where else do you go?
You can't.
2,000?
You're going to hit a like the thing is this is not a number that hits infinite. Eventually, you're going to have to open up the time frame, and then when do we stop being impressed? You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think people are not impressed with 1,000.
I think people were maybe not impressed, but they were certainly disgusted.
Yeah,
By the way.
yeah. Exactly. I think 1,000 is like the beyond mark. You're not. There's like okay,
does,
cool.
does
Like,
making that number 5,000 do anything for you? Because it does nothing for me.
yeah, like 20 does nothing. Like what are we doing here? Like just
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah, that number is as high as it needs to be.
Yeah,
You know?
one day. Is it one day?
One day.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yet, her mom helped clean in between scenes. There's an interview of them talking about it. Yeah. Yeah,
Did you make a bunch of money on it?
I think so.
I mean, that's like all that matters at this point, right?
I think she's making a lot of
trying to
money.
Everyone's trying to get their bag. Everyone, you have 4 years.
Bro, we're all
4
just
years
trying to
to
get our
your
bag.
bag. Get your bag. 4 years.
That's kind of the whole administration right now is just a get your bag.
Scam, fraud,
Sex.
do whatever
Making
you
America great again, dude.
I know, dude. What the fuck? It's so crazy.
I was thinking like I'm not as much of a businesswoman as she is because I guess like I wouldn't really know like how to monetize this. Like
Yeah, right.
I would sell it on OnlyFans, I guess, and
Yep.
I hope my Twitter gets a lot of impressions so I can get paid for that too. And
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of it.
What an announcement. What an announcement come out and be like, next week, I'm going to sleep with 1,000 men.
Why not? People were also, I mean, like that kind of thing. It's just hard not to think about the like logistics of it all.
And all the forms that are being signed and everything like
The testing that's being done.
Yeah,
The fact that, you do 1,000, divide by 12, it's nearly 72 men an hour, which means there's more than one man coming per every minute.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty insane.
I mean, good for her. It's a big feat. I don't know where it
It's a
falls.
big feat, dude. It's a big feat.
I don't know where that falls in like. I mean, someone's got to do it, right?
It's an
Someone
accomplishment by
has to run a mile.
definition.
Someone has to run a mile in 4 minutes, 5 minutes, sub 5 minutes. Someone's got to break the speed record.
I will say
1,000 men.
the one thing I think she did do was confirm that there is no God, because if there was, they would come down.
I'm kind of surprised an earthquake didn't happen or something.
Yeah, take that, Catholics.
Yeah.
Explain this, Christians.
Bonnie Blue, dude.
Yeah, if God was real, explain Bonnie Blue. Because she is kind of like the exact if the Bible was just coming out now, she's exactly what they would call a temptress,
Yeah. Bonnie Blue, big ups. Big ups to our girl, Bonnie Blue.
We love her.
Love her. She's like English, right?
I think so. She's here on a work visa. I was doing a little research today. Believe it or not.
Oh,
H1B strikes again.
Little H1B, dude. They're taking our jobs.
They are. It's taking my job.
An American could have done that.
Truly. And they should have.
They should have. What else is going on in this fucking planet? Dude, everything's
stupid
so
world.
crazy.
You see we're going to get $5,000 checks from Doge?
Yeah. Oh, God.
It sounds like the realisticness of that is very low.
Yeah. Because like 20%, it's like classic Trump. You're going to get like 20% of this and 20% of that. It's going to be whatever the outcome is.
It's also like, I don't know, when I read that, obviously be cool. I'd love to get just random $5,000 from the government.
Yeah, I
But
love $5,000.
how does that make sense for the like the Department of Government Efficiency to be doing that? Like,
I don't know.
how are they not like?
That's above my pay grade. I have no idea.
It's just weird. I mean, but I'll like genius if they really do it, because I mean, you're gonna get so many new people that are just gonna ride or die with fucking Doge because they got 5K from it.
Oh, 100%.
You know, that'll be more money than a lot of people see in their lives. It will be if Doge sends them 5K.
It's gonna be like $700, $500.
You think? You think that?
I mean, that's all they can ever give away. It seems like, didn't they
I'm not
offer?
gonna, I don't. You think? Okay, before Trump is out of office, do you think we get? Do you think we get more than one penny from Doge that hits our bank accounts before he's gone? A dollar from Doge.
I'm gonna say no.
No, I don't think so either. I think there's 0%. I think there's like a less than 1% chance we get paid by.
If
Doge.
anything, I think they're gonna say it's a like a tax like rebate, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Applied to taxes, like here is
Yeah.
which is technically them giving you money, but like not.
Well,
Yeah.
and they're going to present it as if everyone is getting it, and then then when people are confused about it, they'll basically say like, "You guys are too stupid to even understand what we've done." Kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You got.
I mean, it seems like
right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That seems to kind of be like Elon and Vivek's at least like kind of mask off moment, as they just think like a lot of the population is just too stupid to be here. You know?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing's disconnected. I was going to say like I think they offered like national disaster or whatever in North Carolina. They offered those people like $700.
Yeah, nothing, dude. Fucking nothing.
Like, how disconnected are you?
And Allstate got some crazy like bailout or something. I don't even know what the word was, but like the insurance company that does all of that stuff, like by not being prepared, got rewarded, which is like insane.
It's so weird. I mean, the government at this point has become like, I mean, we all love our grandmother, and this is not to sound greedy or anything, but it's become like the shitty grandmother or grandfather, where it's like, I was born in the Depression. Hey, Christmas, here's $20. And you're like, I mean, $20 was sick like a decade ago. $20 is dog shit at this point.
I know my
You know?
my 95-year-old grandmother coming up to me like,
Yeah.
"This is for college." You open it up and it's
And you're like, what?
thanks, Grandma.
Thanks. I can't even get a school lunch with this.
Yeah, I'll be sure to buy half a lunch. No, yeah,
I mean, they see the reports. They see
Yeah.
what's happening. They know how much $20 is worth. You're like, what the fuck? So, $700. Okay, dope. What am I going to do with this? Buy groceries for a week?
The thing is that like, and just the way, and we've even talked about this, where like the same criticism I kind of have for like Elon and Vivek, which is like I think they think like Vivek's crazy tweet about how like the reason why America is losing is because we care more about jocks and prom queens than we do about like learning how to play the piano or like getting a perfect score on our SATs and stuff like that.
Vivek said that?
What's that?
Vivek said that?
Yeah. Vivek said we shouldn't. I forget what movie was his bad reference, but he was saying that like we should have less of like Remember the Titans and more Whiplash. And it's like, so you're like, you want children to be abused? Like,
that boy has some spite from high school. You ever see his like high school?
no.
He was valedictorian of his high school, I guess. I don't know.
Probably is that like a nice prep school or
Yeah,
something?
prep school. And he gave the speech. And he talked the exact same way he talks now. And you're like, I'm sure there was something going on at that school. Like, "Oh, excuse me, that's actually not the correct answer."
Well, that's the thing about like having all these tech dorks be our oligarchs right now. Is it's all these like dorks and nerds and like losers. It's like we need like obviously like it's like
Being
smart
smart is
people are
cool,
smart people.
but yeah,
You need a couple like Chads, you know, like you do, you fucking do, because you're like
you need
you
some
know,
Chads.
you get spiteful, you get into these like overly thought out things. You need a Chad in there to just be like, let's just fucking do this.
I mean,
You
I guess
know,
it's
like,
kind of happening now with Donald Trump.
Donald Trump kind of is the Chad
He's the Chad.
out of them all. Out of them all, he is the Chad, which sucks.
It does suck.
It sucks. Like I'd be way better if this entire cabinet was the same, but John Cena was our president and he was the Chad. Way easier to deal with.
The only other Chad we have is RFK, who's pretty intelligent, but he's also a little off the wall.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude.
It's like any of those people. Like I used to be a Jill Stein guy until I realized she was fucking insane.
Is she?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Oh, I mean, they all are.
They all are.
What about the guy? My favorite so far is the Hegsworth,
I don't know him.
the guy who's in charge of the military now.
Cool.
He was a broadcaster on Fox News.
Why not? Oh, is he the dude with the crazy mustache?
No, he's like clean cut.
Okay.
Did
Did you see? Just speaking of a new roster updates to the American government.
Oh,
did you
Hegseth.
see Hegseth?
Yeah, Kevin.
Hegseth.
This guy's a Chad for sure.
Okay. I'm all about, I mean, what I'm learning as we talk is I want more Chads in the government and less nerds, dude. I just want dudes and women who are just like, let's just do something sexy. You know, like that, that's what they think is like, let's just do something fucking cool here and fix it all.
He kind of looks like a toad.
Okay.
He's a Chad toad, so whatever. All these guys, screw it.
What was I thinking about? Oh, did you see how we announced our new, I think it's like the FBI chair? His last name is Patel. So I think it's Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Do you see the tweet that the FBI tweeted?
No.
You should check it out. The announcement. I'm getting this from another account, but it literally looks like they are announcing like a roster update to their, like, this is a new running back they just signed. Like like as like his autograph on the side. It's like a graphic. Like it just looks like a roster update. And I think we should start doing that for all cabinet and government positions, is just make them look like your United States government just signed Vivek Swarmak to a 4-year contract as co-head of Doge.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like people would be way more interested if we just made politics look and sound more like sports.
That's what they want. They've been trying for the better part of a decade to get to that point, so might as well just like send it over the edge.
Just lean into it. Like
I
you
want
gotta,
team-
the graphic
team jerseys.
yeah.
Everything.
Get
I mean,
rid of the decorum.
The little red hat is almost a team jersey. Might as well finish out the guard.
Do you know how sick? Like, you remember the old Key and Peele sketch of like the West vs East Bowl with the like crazy names? Hingle McCringleberry,
No, I don't remember that.
East Hawaii, Dan Smith, BYU. But I don't know. It should just be like that, like where, or like you've seen like a Monday night or Sunday night NFL broadcast where they like show all the linemen and they say their name. They're like Jeff Saturday, Indiana. Like they should do that with the fucking House of Representatives, because you might know how sick that would be. Like
that'd be cool.
Don Kasich, Ohio. Like, that'd be sick.
They should.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, Alaska.
Yeah, exactly. That would be cool. They should do it. Might as
Like,
well.
people would be so, and at least we'd be informed. You know
Yeah.
how hyped you would be, like, you know, like all they have to do is just have the U.S. government just tweet out like 1,000 little gifs of like introducing your Ohio Senate. It's just like a dude and a woman that are just like, you know, Doug Patrick, Ohio.
all these highlights, like signing stuff, like slow motion.
Yeah, and you just have like in the back of them, you know, it's like you're, you know, 2016 to 2018, Lakewood mayor got these bills passed, you know, like
Oh,
like
nice.
highest bill acceptance rate in career was during their 2022 to 2023 stint as Cleveland assistant mayor, you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, people would it'd be way better. People would finally like learn about it, you know?
Yeah,
you gotta make it easy to learn.
We need trading cards, we need everything.
You need stuff that looks like stats, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's gotta look like ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Would just be like, these are the bills. Like that's the thing I think why it's so hard to get into politics is because it's like you read about these people and there's no like, and I'm sure there is, I'm just stupid or it's not easy enough to read for myself.
Yeah.
I should be able to like go to Bernie Sanders' profile and see like year by year, like Y's and N's on a bill, you know? Like
that's a good point.
You know, like it should just literally be like a stat sheet of like, oh, a budget bills. Did like this amount of Democrat votes, yes, and this amount of conservative votes this way. You know, like
we should do that.
Then you'd be like, oh, this dude is like typically 75% liberal. Like, oh, he's batting about 0.75. Like, you know,
yeah, give him an ERA.
Yeah,
it'd be sick.
Yeah, like you just gotta if we're just gonna gamify the fuck out of our politics to this point that it really is just it's TMZ.
Yeah,
give it some sort of structure. Either make it sports or make it reality show.
Mm-hmm.
And none of these people are going to do reality show because they all have way too many skeletons in their closet. So make it sports. There's all these dudes. I mean, a lot of the dudes in sports are fucking scumbags, and you don't know about.
Oh yeah, totally.
Let it be sports.
All these guys. I like the idea of a reality show though.
Like a Hard Knocks, but politics.
Yeah. I want to see like no, I want it to be like what's that show, like House Hunters or whatever? Or
sure.
Like The Flipper.
House Flippers or like or Property Brothers.
And I only want to follow what's the guy from, is it Arkansas who keeps falling down?
I don't know.
The old guy. He looks like he's dead.
Mitch McConnell?
Mitch McConnell, yeah.
He's not. He's done.
You knew.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, the guy who's dead? Yeah.
He's looked dead for the last. First time I saw him, I thought I was dead.
Yeah. Mitch McConnell. I want a reality show on that guy.
You think?
What do you think his home life is like?
The craziest thing is like dudes like Mitch McConnell. It's either exactly what you'd expect, which is like he and his wife barely talk. They read from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and lights out by 9. And you know, he's there at the Capitol by 5:30 a.m. and getting work done, etc. Like I think it's exactly like that, like a completely regimented life. Happy, like loves the people around him, loves his family. All that. I think it's completely normal American life for an 86-year-old man.
Yeah.
Or I think it's like he is doing blow. He is having sex with hookers. Yeah, he's doing ketamine with his boys. Like, I think it's one or the other. I do not think he's like going to the bar and drinking with like his friends. I think it's either like complete degeneracy even at 86, where he's still like doing this kind of bullshit, or you know, yeah.
Dude, Mitch McConnell, I gotta see behind the scenes with this guy.
Well, did you follow the Matt Gaetz stuff at all?
No, but I mean, yes, kind of. But
I am fascinated by Matt Gaetz.
He's a Chad. He's actually he's a Chad.
He's a Chad. I'm fascinated by Chad. Well, I'm fascinated by him because of just how he abused his power. And it's the exact kind of like evil ways you like kind of think these people do like in a movie, you know? Yep. Like paying with tax money for literal 17-year-old girls and like
Yeah,
drugs.
it's so crazy.
And seeing him and like how he talked about it and texted about it, and the people he was involved with, the way that they were all just like party boys and like fuck boys,
Yeah,
showing nudes to people in the Capitol house and shit like that.
it's pretty crazy.
That doesn't scream to me that Matt Gaetz is this crazy person. It screams to me that that type of behavior is so normal he felt comfortable doing it.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Damn, fucking Mitch McConnell survived polio.
He looks it.
It's fucking crazy if you think about it. God damn, dude.
When was Mitch McConnell born? 1940?
He's 82.
46?
Yeah, 46. Well, 83 this year, I guess. Yeah, 46.
So he's
No, was born in Alabama in 1942.
oh damn.
God damn.
He's pre-World War II.
That boy is old.
That's an old boy.
That's an old boy. At age of 2, he contracted polio, which left a portion of his leg paralyzed, and saw him bullied by kids. See, that's the thing too. It's like you got to be careful. All these kids got bullied, and then they became politicians.
You don't want that.
No,
You don't want someone that like hates general public.
Yeah, it's not good. Damn, dude, survived polio. He can't move his leg. It's insane.
Well, you've seen like the lights are on and nobody's home,
I mean, he just kind of floats.
especially recently. If he wasn't so, this is just my politic lean. I'm sure other people might like him, but like if he wasn't so full of evil and hate, he's almost kind of cute. It's unfortunate he's such a douchebag.
You think he's like, if he was your grandpa, would you be?
Yeah, he's kind of cute. Like he seems like, that's the thing about him, is he seems like he's like unassuming and completely harmless, but it's like, oh, he's actually has like the power of the entire United States government to make it so you can't get an abortion. So it's like, actually don't listen to grandpa. He's like a horrible dude.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. All right. Enough of this fucking shit.
This guy.
Politics. We've covered Nazis. We've covered politics. It's fucking National Margarita Day, Eve, Doug.
Yeah.
What are you going to do tomorrow? You going to the leaking?
Well, I should.
Tomorrow, I'm 100% going out and getting a salted rim.
Get tahini rim.
I don't do tahini.
You don't do tahini?
My wife does. Says something about you too. Clearly.
Crazy of you.
I go salt. Why would you do tahini's gross?
Tahini's a premium option.
Tahini is a weird thing to put on the rim.
Complete disagree.
It's like messy. The texture. I like salt crystals.
Yeah, you like fat salt.
They
Salt
should be
rock?
cutting my mouth as they enter my bloodstream. You know what I mean? It's like,
I do like thick salt on a margarita rim.
like
Yeah, I want to bite into the salt. I want the salt to be a crunch.
yeah. It's got to be salt.
I'll say tahina's sandy, but I like that.
It's muddy. That's what I don't like about it.
Muddy.
When you sip it and some margarita gets on it, it becomes like a paste.
Becomes a paste. My mouth is coated in a tahini paste. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
No, it's so good.
Just letting you know. Salted rim tomorrow. Maybe some tacos.
Guaco or queso. There's only one invited.
Maybe guac or queso. Queso.
Yeah. Oh, you're crazy. Guac every day.
No, queso all day long.
No, sir.
Stay in the
Wrong.
cheese zone.
Wrong.
It's the food pyramid. Quesos on top, plus chips, plus salsa.
Okay. Okay.
Those are the three main food groups, basically.
They are kind of mean. And knowing we were doing margaritas, I actually got stuff to make steak tacos tonight. So
Oh,
celebrating
dang.
my own special way.
Dang, dude. You got to get out this weekend. I'm worried about you.
You're worried about me?
Yeah. I want you to go out into
Okay.
public.
I'll get out in the public.
Yeah. Or go build a snowman.
Honestly, I should send you a picture of what it looks like outside of my place. It's literal, like winter wonderland.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Wait, how many, like, are we talking feet of snow?
No, we're talking inches. Talking
Oh.
like 5-6 inches, probably.
Damn. Go start a snowball fight.
Yeah, I just hit one of my neighbors.
Throw it at a car.
Come on, let's play.
No, cars passing. Just go running.
They stop angry. I'm running away.
Yeah.
Don't be a sore loser.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Gotcha. No one wants to play. Hitting people's front windshields with ice balls.
Have you ever done the boiling pot of water and throw it in the air?
No. Does that work?
Sounds like you got some content.
I got some content to make. I'll do it like 2 a.m. when it's the coldest.
Yeah.
Because at this point it's 26. It won't even freeze. Below 32 is freezing. It might freeze.
I think you want like 15.
Yeah.
I just totally made that up. If
You want
I walked around in 15-degree weather, it would look like the end of Terminator. Just like body parts would be falling off. Like, yeah.
The intern, he's burning apart, right? It'd be the opposite, but just freezing.
Yeah.
Be cracking.
Just cracking. Like my leg falls off. And yeah. No fucking way. You gotta move back out to California.
I have been thinking about should I move? Should I move?
It's so fucking nice out today.
I don't know if I want to move to Cal. It's so expensive, California.
Arizona.
Arizona's cool. I think I've told you I romanticize the Southwest.
I mean, Arizona's pretty much it.
Find some lady that's into turquoise or something. Start a little shop.
It's not like that. I mean, maybe like New Mexico.
That's one thing is New Mexico.
You got to pick up like meth. I think if you move there. I think
Yeah.
that's like a welcome present.
Yeah. Well, I'll just smoke crack and then I'll be able to make as much turquoise as I need.
Yeah.
Keep smoking crack.
Dude. We need to get you back out here. I'm concerned about the
West side?
seasonal deep rush. I want you out.
I know. I've been thinking of even like Oklahoma. Is that wild?
I mean, it sounds pretty rowdy. Sounds kind of cool.
Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
Sounds
Do you
sick.
follow Zillow Gone Wild?
No.
You should follow it. Oh, you're not really on Instagram, but it's an Instagram account. So good.
Is it just like crazy homes?
Yeah, it's like interesting homes. Like you see like homes in Oklahoma going for like 10 million, and you're like, my God, this is like the fucking White House. It's like so much land. And
That's kind of why I'm like interested in something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm a homebody. It's like I feel like I should go some places like that, even more
Mhm.
so. Yeah, Oklahoma would be cool. Oklahoma would be cool.
I mean, I feel you. I like Georgia a lot.
Oh yeah, I've been to Savannah. Savannah's really dope.
Yeah, Georgia's awesome, dude. I don't know. I was up by like Road Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't know what that area is called, but an hour-ish drive. I'm assuming I was going north. I think I was going north. Good story.
I guess I was going up.
Good story.
I think I was going up.
I think I went up.
I think I went
It
up.
was great.
It was awesome when I went north.
But that place tripped me out. Well, you know it too. like when I was when you're cruising around the neighborhood, it's like new development, like a new development sign,
Yeah.
and it's like starting at 300. And you're like, what? $300,000 for this fucking home.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know. I want to repopulate Oklahoma.
You should. Only if you listen to Skinner.
I mean, I would kind of have to.
And then you can get like a Fox body Mustang.
Ooh.
Just cut off sleeves and bah, 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 bah.
Listening to fucking 50s and 60s country music.
Yeah. That's good.
Talk about my truck.
Yeah.
Get really into the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Sooners.
I mean, it's a good scene.
It's a good scene. It's a good scene to be a part of.
You almost need to check before you move to a city. Check their sports, like live events pricing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
of like if it's a good city or not, you know.
they've got the Thunder. They like the Thunder.
But if it's like $100 to get into like a Thunder game, it's not a bad city.
It's not bad.
Because it's like what, like $600 to get into a Laker game or something. I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, it's just getting crazy because they're good. Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought it'd be fun to move to one of those fucking flyover states, Iowa.
Oh, that'd be rad.
I don't want to go to Nebraska. Nebraska smells.
Nebraska sucks.
Nebraska literally smells.
Yeah, and it's just flat.
Dude, I've driven through Nebraska. And
It's
every
so
time,
bad, right?
dude. I don't get. It's a simpler life there. I'll say that.
When
Smells
you're
smells like cow poop, and it's just flat the whole way.
when you're driving through Nebraska, you're like, this road is never gonna end. The horizon line just never ends. It's like you're traveling to the end of a map on like GTA.
Yeah, they haven't quite like finished it yet.
Yeah, it's just infinite.
Yeah, Nebraska's crazy.
I was driving an RV through Nebraska, and I had a trail off the back. Drinking a bunch of coffee, tried my best, but I was like, luckily I had a co-driver. I'm like, I'm falling asleep. There's no way I can do this because it was so boring.
Yeah,
There was nothing to see. My eyes were closing as I was driving through Nebraska.
it's a good place to speed. I'll say that.
Yeah, do they even have cops? Is there homes in Nebraska?
There's not a lot of homes.
Is there industry? What is out there?
Dude, even like the gas stations are like the coolest part of Nebraska.
It's like North Korea, where you have like it's just like all props.
Yeah.
You show up to the gas station, and you're like,
Like if
"Oh,
I
yeah,
actually try to open the door, it wouldn't really open. There'd be nothing inside. You know? That's how Nebraska feels. An illusion of life.
yeah."
Like if you were to flag down any of the cars you're driving next to, the person would just stay like this. And even if you tried to knock on the door, they wouldn't reply to you. Or even really acknowledge your existence.
It's that new robot they just made. Did you
Yeah,
see
the
that?
Tesla robot.
No, did you see the robot with all the muscles built into it?
No, gross.
It's gross. It looks like Westworld,
Okay, yeah.
dude. Hello.
We're not far away. We're not far away.
We're not. So, all right, we did it.
We
Another
did it.
week covered.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll, and asteroids.
Yeah, we kind of covered it all. Enough to get us canceled, that's for sure.
The only thing we did not cover was the Libra coin, but I'm sure that'll develop even more with Hayden Davis.
I mean, we're also not like crypto guys. We
Speaker.
want to be. We
Speaker.
want to be crypto bros, but we're like so far.
I desperately want to be a pumped up fun guy.
so far,
Desperately.
we've missed every major pump.
I know. We just gotta do it. We gotta do the next one.
We'll catch one, but we already know we're gonna get screwed. Listening to that interview.
I know. He's like, unless you research the fuck out of it, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. Dude, Dave Portnoy's saying something about crypto.
It's a good idea.
Yo, Sydney Sweeney just said some shit about a coin.
Dude, he should. Real quick, it would have been better for the crypto world if Dave lost $5 million. You know what I mean?
Like a hero of the.
No, because he would have just like he would have flipped and like turned over every rock until he like
Got to the bottom of it.
yeah, 5 million is like
It's
I
a
don't care
shitload of
how
money.
rich you are. That's gonna piss you off for sure.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So
I don't know if you ever get to a point where 5 million isn't a lot of money.
yeah.
Like, I don't think there's ever a point.
Yeah. To lose it in like 4 seconds.
Yeah,
For
there's
sure.
no you're not even Bezos like that.
Yeah.
You would. It's like losing $100 for us. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you'd still notice.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can get into that next time, but all right. Well, get out to the leaker.
Yeah. Happy Margarita Day. Happy Margarita Day, Dave.
Happy Margarita Day.
Let's go. Have a great weekend, dude.
You too, man. Later.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to leave the studio. Oh God, I'm stuck.
This is super fucking awkward. Oh, but why am I here?